Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome to the session. Though the title shows CAPGEMINI group discussion, just an important information. CAPGEMINI will not have group discussion. The topic for today is I'm going to explain a bit more on CAPGEMINI, and also I will speak about group discussion because yesterday we started group discussion. So CAPGEMINI, as far as the drive is concerned, it's starting from 25th of October till 30th of October. So total of 6 days. First they will have the written assessment followed by interview round. So here is the entire pattern that will be included for the written as well as the interview. So written test, aptitude and essay writing. The first 50 minutes of the test you will have 32 questions. So you need to answer 32 questions in 50 minutes in aptitude. What will they ask in aptitude? They will ask two separate sections, quantitative analysis and logical reasoning. Each of these sections, quantitative analysis and logical reasoning, each of these sections will have 16 questions each. So 16 into 2 makes it 32. So 32 questions you need to answer in 50 minutes. Once that 50-minute time is up, the system will switch over to another page where you need to write an essay. All right. So let's look at the topics, most likely the topics that will be there in terms of quantitative analysis. These are the areas the questions will come from: profit and loss, ratios, linear equations, time and distance, time and work, permutations, combinations, probability. So these are the quantitative analysis questions. So I'm very hopeful that the aptitude training that is going on, it has pretty much covered these areas. So that's for quantitative analysis. Now when we switch over to logical reasoning, in logical reasoning we will have questions pertaining to data interpretation, data sufficiency, syllogism, non-verbal reasoning, coding and decoding. Can we have the slide please, because I'm reading out a slide. Thank you. Data interpretation, data sufficiency, syllogism, non-verbal reasoning, coding and decoding, which is a part of non-verbal reasoning, blood relations, flowcharts and number series. So these are the most likely areas where the questions have been coming from. So this is quantitative analysis, and here you have logical reasoning. These are the two areas where aptitude will focus on. Once you finish this particular segment, 16 questions each, 16 into 2, 32. These 32 questions needs to be answered in 50 minutes. The moment 50 minutes is up, it will switch over to essay writing. In essay, your primary focus has to be on punctuation, capitalization and structure. Punctuation basically means usage of commas, full stops, apostrophe, single quote, double quote, hyphen, so on and so forth. Capitalization basically means after a sentence is completed, you end it with a full stop. The next word should start with a space and the first letter should be capital. So the spacing is also a part of punctuation. Please remember that. So first letter will be capital after full stop, and also nouns, it will start with a capital letter. Structure, primarily you should focus on 3 paragraphs minimum. Introduction, content and conclusion should be in different paragraphs, which means the first paragraph will be about the opening, the second will be the content, the body, and the third one will be the closing. What we have observed and what I have gathered from various sources is the written assessment of CAPGEMINI is tougher than the interview round. Interview round, be it personal interview or technical interview. Personal interview is basically HR interview. So HR as well as technical round is fairly easy compared to the written assessment. Majority of the filtering happens at the written assessment level itself. And one area where you need to be very careful is obviously essay writing. I have covered in extensive way about essay writing. Today is 19th, CAPGEMINI starting from 25th. If anybody wants a recap of essay, please let me know, I will do that tomorrow. So if you want a recap of essay, please let me know, I'll do that tomorrow and day after, because essay writing is very, very crucial and important from CAPGEMINI's point of view. What I have done is I have gathered certain sample topics that previous papers or some other companies, including CAPGEMINI and some other companies, had some of these topics. So most of these topics are very generic in nature. Having said that it's generic in nature, you still need to have a good amount of knowledge, because what I have gathered, like your exam, if you fill your entire page with absolutely irrelevant information, with lines and paragraphs which does not have any connection with the topic, you will fail. If you make too many grammar mistakes, one or two mistakes understandable, but if you make too many grammar mistakes in essay writing, you will fail. You will fail if you make a lot of punctuation mistakes. You will fail if capitalization is not accurate. You will fail if the spacing is not correct. All right. That's why I say please practice a lot. As many times as you practice, you will be perfect. There is a student by name Vijay who has sent me a an essay. I will show that to you today. We'll use that as a sample today. I want to mainly focus on essay writing today because I got to know how tough it is. It's challenging, so please do pay attention and please do ask questions whenever I open up the line. So let's take a look at some of the sample topics that I've got as far as the essay writing is concerned. So we have 5 topics on this particular slide and we have 4 more. So a total of 9 topics. I'm going to freeze here for 5 to 6 seconds so that you can take down the topic so that you can practice as well. I will read them out. English language proficiency is important for getting a job. Agree or disagree? Proficiency means expertise, being fluent, being good, being excellent. So one of the first topic is English language proficiency is important for getting a job. Agree or disagree? Number 2, advantages or disadvantages of Facebook and WhatsApp. Basically, what are the advantages and disadvantages of social media? Social media platforms specific to Facebook and WhatsApp. Now, Facebook is a social networking tool, but WhatsApp is a communication tool. You can also communicate through social media, but Facebook is primarily networking tool. WhatsApp is communications tool. Number 3, online shopping versus offline shopping. What do we mean by offline? When you go to a shop to buy something, online means Amazon, Flipkart, Snapdeal, Myntra, Jabong and all those things. eBay, there's so many options. Online shopping versus offline shopping. Basically, you need to talk about the features, which one is better and which one is growing. You can put forward your perspective, your point of view. Number 4, should smoking be banned in public areas? Here you can speak about what are the disadvantages or what are the perils. P-E-R-I-L-S, perils means damage that smoking causes. So you can speak about should smoking be banned in public areas. Importance of technology used in educational institutions. Should we be using technology in educational institutions? What is the importance? Should we use it or should we not? Okay, so I will wait here for 5 seconds so that you can take this down. Please take this down, I'll wait. There is a burning smell. This again, English language proficiency is important for getting a job, agree or disagree. You may disagree, that's perfectly fine. If you disagree, put forward your points. If you agree, put forward your points. So, it's not necessary that you will take only one side, you can take any side. For example, it says advantages and disadvantages of Facebook and WhatsApp. What you can do is, if you want to be different, you can speak more disadvantage and less advantage. A lot of people will say online shopping is the best because you can sit at home and you don't have to go outside. Maybe you want to be different and you will speak more on offline shopping. Why offline shopping is much better than online shopping? Because you can meet people and you can go to the shop. It's good that you step out of your home and you go out, you touch and feel, you see the product, you try the product. In case if it's a cloth, returning is much more easier. You know the people, you can bargain more. So speak about whatever you feel like. When you're writing an essay, it cannot be a wrong answer. It's your point of view again, it's your perspective. All right? Let's look at the next set of 4 topics. Effect of social media on political issues. If you have a political issue, what is the impact of social media? Number 7, is vegetarian a better alternative for healthy living? I will change the language a little bit. Okay. So number 7 is vegetarianism, means people who follow vegetarian food, they are called vegans, V-E-G-A-N-S, vegans. I am a vegan basically means I don't eat non-vegetarian food. Is vegetarianism a better alternative for healthy living? You may disagree, but if you disagree, you have to be effective how you put forward your points. Number 8, transformation of higher education into e-education. Right now what we are doing is e-education. I am not sitting in your classroom, I am not standing in a classroom. We are not in a conference room, we are not in a lab. We are using technology. This is a classic example of e-learning. You have logged on to YouTube and you are watching this program. So transformation of higher education into e-education. For example, there are people who want to do some short-term courses from say Oxford. There are people who want to probably do any kind of short-term courses from some universities which does not have any office in India, or they don't have any infrastructure in India. Say for example, I want to do a short-term 6-month course and I don't have the money to go all the way to London to do the course. You want to learn how to build an application on iOS. You have learned Android, but you want to learn iOS. And there is one particular training agency in California which provides the training. But you can't spend so much going all the way to California because these short-term courses won't have any kind of scholarship, right? So you can use this example that a student cannot spend so much to go all the way to a different country and spend so much. Rather, in case if the institute or the agency, they provide any kind of e-learning, the cost of the course will be probably 10% of what it will cost if you actually go there physically. So sitting in your hometown, sitting at home, you can do a very significant or important course from any university provided they have the e-learning tool. So how you are advocating transformation of higher education through e-education. So you can use examples like this. All right. Number 9, should the age of selling alcohol be 21 years? Now this I found somewhere that grammatically the sentence is incorrect. I was putting this together, the reason the session got delayed today because I was collecting these information. Should there be a minimum age restriction to buy alcohol, which is 21 years? That should be the correct sentence. So I'll read these 4 topics again. Effect of social media on political issues. Is vegetarianism a better alternative for healthy living? Transformation of higher education into e-education. Should the age of selling alcohol be 21 years? Grammatically it's incorrect. It basically means consumption of alcohol should have a minimum age of 21 years. Do you agree or disagree? What is your point of view? And the previous slide we had 5 topics. I am showing this again for your reference. English language proficiency is important for getting a job. Agree or disagree? Advantages and disadvantages of Facebook and WhatsApp. Online shopping versus offline shopping. Should smoking be banned in public places, public areas? Importance of technology used in educational institution. All right. So now that you have these 9 topics with you, I would really urge you to practice and practice as many times you can and try to see where you are making mistakes. All right. What I am going to do is I am going to switch over to the Word document that I have got from Mr. Vijay. He is a student. Now he wrote an essay on healthcare system. So Mr. Vijay, I hope it's perfectly fine if I show this essay to everyone. Let me tell you in the beginning itself, you have done a very good job. What you have done is you have made a very sincere and serious attempt, and I really appreciate you and I really applaud you for doing this. You have taken the first step of learning, which is you have put an effort. Now let's look at minute aspect of how this essay is. I hope this essay is clearly visible to all of you. So let's look at this. If you look at the heading itself, healthcare need not be 2 different words. It's 1 word. So he has written an essay on healthcare system. So let's read this first completely, then we'll go back and see what improvements we can do. Society needs good people and healthy people. For that people, government provides a special system known as healthcare system. It helps the poor people and be a healthy people in the society. Government introduces different healthcare system for the people to have all the facilities and free treatment for them. Paragraph number 2. So that was his opening. Paragraph number 2. Healthcare system is divided as primary healthcare and public health resources. In these public health resources are mandatory for everyone. In rural areas, people don't have any kind of health resources. Government takes special residue for the people who are unwell in an urban and rural area. World Health Organization is supported this healthcare system in India. It gives financial support to the government to implement the entire system throughout the India. The main theme of the healthcare is equals to everyone and provide treatment based on their health. The use of healthcare system is treatment on the people with no cost, and it is very useful to the poor people. The people suffering with deadly diseases, they are treated by the special healthcare on them. Also, all medicines are available in all cities, towns and villages. Urban areas have effective hospitals and all facilities are available. However, in rural areas, there is no have facility compared to urban areas. So government highly concentrate on the rural area people. Finally, this is the conclusion. Finally, healthcare system is for everyone that changes the health environment of the people. Be a healthy people in the society is the government target. WHO gives total support to the system and provides funds to the government. People can utilize this healthcare system and have a healthy family in the society. An organization that is widely available in India soon. It makes India will change with the healthy people and also healthy environment in the world. Alright. So, he has effectively written 4 to 5 paragraphs. If I have to look at the entire structure of the essay, yes, it is nicely done, but there are a lot of inconsistencies in terms of grammar, there are a lot of inconsistencies in terms of usage of certain words. For example, you have to be very careful about the usage of singular plural, usage of tense forms, and the sentence has to mean something accurate. If I have to look at the entire paragraph, it basically he has defined what is healthcare system. But if the topic is healthcare system in India, you need to talk about the problems that we are facing in terms of healthcare system in India and what should be the measure to improve the healthcare system in India. The opening paragraph can probably speak about what is the fundamental right of the people. So, in case if I change this particular topic to healthcare system in India, I am going to open a new Word document. Just give me a moment, I will quickly format it so that it is easier for you to see and view. Okay. I hope this will be visible. Let me zoom it a bit more so that it is clearly visible, because I also have a TV screen here and I can see clearly. All right. So, I have written my first opening sentence. Healthcare in India is termed as the basic right of the citizens. The constitution of the country makes it mandatory for every citizen to get access to healthcare. This is my opening line. My topic is healthcare in India or healthcare system in India. This is my opening line. All right. This is what the rule says, this is what I am saying is this is what it should be. Now, I will start talking about the current scenario. So, now I am saying, however, the reality is not what the constitution has guaranteed. So what problem I am talking about here? So let me make a small correction in terms of spelling. All right. Today, even after 7 decades of freedom, scores of children and adults die across the country due to lack of proper and basic health care. The problem is not limited to cities or sorry. The problem is not limited to villages or rural areas. We can find such issues even in big cities. So if I have to zoom out, okay, this is my entire first paragraph and I have written 83 words. All right. I will expand this a little bit so that this is clearly visible to you. So I'll read this. So I'm done making my opening paragraph. Healthcare in India is termed as a basic right of the citizen. The constitution of the country makes it mandatory for every citizen to get access to healthcare. However, the reality is not what the constitution has guaranteed. Today, even after 7 decades, decades means 10 years, 7 decades of freedom, scores of children and adults die across the country due to lack of proper and basic health care. The problem is not limited to villages or rural areas. We can find such issues even in big cities and metros. Next paragraph, I will basically talk about how is the system in India is working, what it should be and what is the reality. Then I will write 4-5 lines about what we should do to solve the problem. Closing paragraph, again I will talk about every country has some issues or other. It's not that we don't have resources, we do have resources. We do have very, very qualified doctors. We do have modern technology. What we don't have is proper governance. What we don't have is proper monitoring system to ensure that people are getting it. You can use examples. For example, you can say the government of India releases funds to buy medicines or polio vaccines for every children. But across the country, not every children get that medicine or polio vaccine free of cost. If you go to rural areas or some of the small villages, they have to pay. There are people, because of corruption, they make money out of it. There are instances of fake doctors. There are examples of fake medicines. Like that you can give example and then you can close that we need proper system to monitor. We need the doctors to take responsibility. We need a strong infrastructure in rural areas. So basically when you are writing, you are putting forward your point of view. If I have to look at what Vijay has written, certain areas which needs quick attention, for example this particular paragraph. It says government takes special residue. Residue means balance. For example, I have a bottle of water and the bottle is this big. I pour the water into this particular glass and there is a residual water. Residue means whatever is left. That is the meaning of residue. But if you look at the paragraph here, if you look at the line, it says government takes special residue for the people who are unwell. So the word residue is not making sense at all. It's a wrong word. Because of usage of one wrong word, the entire sentence will be termed as incorrect. Number 2, in terms of usage of short forms, I told all of you, the right way of using short form is expand it full, then put it in short form. Okay, World Health Organization, WHO. First expand it, then put it on short form. All right. World Health Organization has supported this healthcare system in India. No. World Healthcare Organization has extended its support in India. Small sentence. It gives financial support to the government to implement the entire system throughout the India. You cannot use the India, throughout India. The India is not needed. The main theme, a system doesn't need a theme. The main aim of the healthcare is equals to everyone. No, equal. Why do you use plural? Everyone is considered a singular form. Equal to everyone and provide treatment based on their health. No, based on their need. The use of healthcare system is treatment on the people. No, T is lowercase. Treatment for the people. How can you treatment on someone? You treat for someone. Treatment for the people with no cost, and it is very useful to the poor people. When you say no cost, you need to say no cost is especially for the poor people. When you say free treatment for everyone, okay, you have a person who is living in a village. He is a farm laborer, all right. Every day he wakes up 7 in the morning, he goes to the farm, he works for 10 hours and he earns 250 rupees. Suddenly he has fever. He has to take an injection because he got some infection. He goes to the local dispensary in his village. Should he pay for the injection and the medicine? What do you think? No, because his earning itself is 250 rupees and the injection price is 300 rupees, he can't afford it. So it should be free for him. Now imagine Ratan Tata is not feeling well. Okay, you know Ratan Tata or you know Mukesh Ambani, richest man in the world. He is not feeling well. He has tooth problem, toothache. Should he go to a government hospital and say, treat me for free? He can open probably 100 hospitals if he want. Why should he get a free treatment? He should not, right? So when you say healthcare should be free for all, that is a wrong way of putting it forward. So you should say healthcare should be free for those, the treatment should be free for those who cannot afford it, or the use of healthcare system is treatment for the people with no cost, especially for the poor people or people with economically weaker background. When you use these words, economically weaker section, people with very less financial resources, then you will score more points because you are using very good words there. Okay. The people, now let us look at the slide, the Word document. The people suffering with deadly diseases. It is not deadly disease, fatal diseases. Deadly is a very wrong word, it is a negative word. Fatal disease, you do not need they here, you already use the people. The people, I removed the as well, again that is wrong. People suffering with fatal diseases are treated by the special health care on them. How can you on them? So this sentence itself is not correct. Let me correct it. So I say people suffering with fatal disease need special attention on priority. Also, all medicines are available in cities. Why is medicine M capital not needed? Here you are saying all medicines are available in all cities, towns and villages. Are you sure about it? Do you think all medicines are available? In Hyderabad, last 2 months, 2 months ago, there was a huge problem with dengue fever. It's not dengue. Don't say dengue, it's dengue. DENGUE. So for dengue, people who suffer with dengue, the blood platelet count falls. It should be above 1 lakh or something. It falls drastically. There is one particular tablet which improves the platelet. That tablet was not available in Hyderabad, capital city of 2 states technically, right? There are a lot of cities which did not have this medicine. When there is an epidemic or like chikungunya or something in capital city of the country, medicines are not available. There is a shortage of medicine. So you cannot make a statement which is not fundamentally true. It's not possible. It's like saying, I went out to play cricket, I looked up and suddenly the sky was magenta in color. Sky can never be in magenta or purple in color. The whole sky was purple in color. I looked at the tree, the leaves were completely pink. After 1 minute it turned green. Basically you're talking about your fantasy, it's not a reality anymore. Even in this case, it's an imagination, it's a fantasy. Today the biggest problem our country is facing is we don't have proper infrastructure and proper basic foundation for healthcare. When you are writing an essay, they are not only judging you on your sentence construction, punctuation, structure, so on and so forth. They are also looking at the content. They want to see what you have written, does it make sense or not. In our school days, I had my classmates in history exam, they would write like a 20-mark answer you get, right, where you need to write 2-3 pages. First paragraph they will write some answers, second paragraph and third paragraph they will write a movie story. Again final paragraph they will conclude, because the invigilator will only read the first paragraph and the last paragraph. In the middle it's a movie story. If you think you are smart and you're going to do that in CAPGEMINI, I'm sorry, you are deeply mistaken. Just to fill up 300 words minimum, you cannot write anything that you feel like. If any part of the content is not making sense, if any part of the content is not relevant, if it does not hold true, then you will lose points. If you try to fill up the paragraph with something, some words, you will definitely fail. So please be careful and write what is the fact. You are writing your point of view, but there should be some fact in it. Alright. So let's go further in this particular essay. Here it says finally healthcare. Now healthcare, everywhere it's one word. Healthcare system is for everyone that changes the health environment of the people. Now this sentence does not make sense. I did not understand what is he trying to say. Be a healthy people in the society. When you say be a is, now I will try to zoom it. Okay, I hope this is visible now. You have this particular word which is A. This is a singular, but this is plural. So this is plural, this is singular, it's not matching, which means the entire sentence is wrong. Okay? So you have to be careful in terms of usage of singular and plural forms. WHO gives total support to the system and provides funds to the government. WHO only funds certain programs. It's the government's responsibility to provide funds, not WHO. They only set guidelines. They will not give funds. People can utilize this healthcare system and have a healthy family in the society. An organization that is widely available an organization that is widely available in India soon. Which organization? It just says an organization that is widely available in India. Which organization are you talking about? Which means this paragraph does not have any background and it doesn't expand. It makes India will change with the healthy people. It makes India will change? No. It will make India transform into a country with healthy people. All right. So I use this particular paragraph to explain what exactly we are talking about in terms of a particular or a structured way of writing a paragraph. Guys, please do pay attention to the entire structure. Please do pay attention to the content where you are not making spelling mistakes, you are not making punctuation mistakes, and you are not making any kind of grammatical mistakes as well. Again, 3 areas where most of the students are getting disqualified in CAPGEMINI in essay. 3 areas. Number 1, punctuation. If the punctuation is not right, you will lose points and you will fail. Number 2, capitalization. Now, punctuation includes comma, full stop, spacing as well, and usage of different forms of punctuation. You got to be very careful and you need to know what to use when. I have explained in detail. All right. Number 2 is capitalization. You will use capital letter when you're talking about a specific noun. You will use capital letter when you use a key word. You will use capital letter when you use an acronym or a short form. Number 3 is a overall structure of the essay. The first paragraph should be the opening. The second paragraph should be the opinion. You can expand the opinion or the content or the body into 2 paragraphs, no problem at all. The third one should be the conclusion, or rather the last paragraph should be conclusion. All right. If you write exactly 300 words, you will run a risk of failing because you will lose points when you make grammatical mistakes and punctuation mistakes. If you write more, then obviously you are giving yourself more chances. I am going to put together something for you. I am going to type this and I want you to pay attention to what exactly I am saying. All right. If you follow this, you will do well in terms of your essay writing. I am going to increase the font size so that this is clearly visible. I hope this is visible to all of you. So, rule number 1, read the topic twice, thrice. Read it 2 times, 3 times, no problem at all. Number 2, make points on a sheet of paper, carry a pen, paper, make points like bullet points. Frame your idea for opening and closing paragraph. Okay. All right. So I am going to change the zoom feature here. These are the 4 steps I am telling you. Read the topic twice or thrice. Make points on a sheet of paper like bullet points. frame your idea for opening and closing paragraph. Start typing by keeping in mind your notes, whatever you have prepared. Now, how should you allocate the time? All right. Now, I am going to give you a very easy way of doing this. I am just opening an Excel sheet so that this is easier for all of you to understand. Total time is 30 minutes. Okay. So, that is the total time that is given to you. Let me expand it a bit more so that it is clearly visible. Read for 2 minutes. Read it again and again, so that you understand the topic clearly. All right. Make notes for 5 minutes. When I say make notes for 5 minutes, it doesn't mean the entire 5 minutes you will spend on making notes. Within 5 minutes, make notes. So, I have already used 7 minutes. I am left with only 23 minutes now. Type for 20 minutes. Okay? And recap and check. Just a moment. Recap and check for 3 minutes. So, if I have to do the total here, so my total is 30 minutes. So, this is my entire time given. Okay. So, distribute your entire 30 minutes. First 2 minutes dedicate it to read the topic. Next 5 minutes make notes. Carry a pen and paper, make notes. When you are making notes, write on top like something like this. Okay. Write on top, opening. In opening, 1, 2, 3 points. Body, again make some points. Closing, 1, 2. So, make your notes in such a way, if I want to be smart, what I will do is I will carry a white sheet with me where this structure is already written. I'll write the heading on my practice sheet, opening, and I will just write the numbers. Body, I will leave a big blank space, I will just write points. Closing, so if I do this homework and carry a sheet, or the moment I get the sheet, first thing I will do is, okay, probably they will not allow you to carry a sheet. So, the moment you take a white sheet, just write this structure, opening, body, closing. Just write down your points on a sheet of paper. Keep that paper right next to you. All right. So, while you are typing, keep it right next to you. Can we remove the screen, please? Thank you. So, my system is right in front. I will write that structure, opening 3 points, body, closing 2 points. I will quickly write how much time I am supposed to spend on it. I am supposed to spend 5 minutes only. Please remember one thing. If you can make the notes quicker, you will make more time to write the paragraph in the application. If you understand the topic within 30 seconds, which means you have more time to type. But dedicate minimum 20 minutes, minimum 20 minutes to write the essay. The reason I am talking about essays so much, because I know it's going to be challenging and it's starting on 25th. That's why the first segment I am dedicating completely on essay. All right. So I hope this is helpful. We'll take a quick short break right now. Once we come back, I want to open up the lines. If you have questions pertaining to essay, if you have questions pertaining to interview or GD, please do ask. But I would request you to focus on essay and interview today. Primarily on essay because it's going to be challenging. All right? So we'll see you quickly in 5 to 6 minutes. Let's take a break and come back. Thank you.
చదువు లక్ష్యాన్ని సులభతరం చేస్తుంది మన టీవీ.
All right, welcome back everyone, welcome back. We are opening up the lines now. So if you have specific question pertaining to essay writing for CAPGEMINI, or if you have questions pertaining to interviews, please do ask. Tomorrow I'll try to get some sample questions, what they have asked or they usually ask in interview for both technical and HR round. But I would urge you to focus on written assessment first, because first you need to clear the first hurdle, which is written assessment. So once that is done, obviously you will qualify for the next round. We are opening up the lines. Here are the numbers in the bottom of the screen you will see right now. Let me read that out for you. 23540726, 23540326, and we also have a toll-free number which is 1-800-425-4039. So 3 numbers in total: 23540726, 23540326, and we have a toll-free number as well, which is 1-800-425-4039. So if you have any questions pertaining to essay, please do ask. If you have questions pertaining to interviews, please do ask. We'll keep the group discussion aside today or tomorrow, because we are focusing mainly on CAPGEMINI right now, which is starting from 25th October till 30th October. All right. So please do call. I'm waiting. The more the callers call, better, because I can help you understand and get more clarity in whatever doubts you have in all these areas. Just to take you through the recap of the structure, please do remember the written assessment will be happening first. Once this is done, based on the people who qualify, so every written assessment will have a cutoff mark. So based on the cutoff, people, for example, they will have a cutoff of say 65%. People who score 65% and above, they will qualify for the next round, which is interview round. In interview, you will have technical round as well as HR round. Technical round will have questions specific to your subject, technical areas, and HR round obviously will be a business round, personal interview round, and mostly it will be face to face, because they are going to come to the campus, or it could be telephonic. I don't know what is the methodology. So please do call and ask questions, whatever questions you have. As far as the written assessment is concerned, a total of 32 questions needs to be responded to in 50 minutes. Please read the instruction carefully. There may be a negative mark. I don't know right now. There may be a negative mark. If the negative mark is there, how much marks will be deducted? It depends on the percentage. For example, if the question has 1 mark allocated, if it's wrong, you will lose 0.25 marks. It depends from one company to another. So it depends on what CAPGEMINI wants to do this year for this particular region. So read the instructions very carefully, understand and be careful about negative marking. If it's negative marking, you got to be very, very sure about your answers. All these questions pertaining to the first segment of your aptitude, which will have quantitative analysis, and the second one will have logical reasoning. All these questions will be multiple choice questions, which means you will have a question, you will have 4 options, and you need to pick the correct option. Multiple choice. So do carry a pen and paper. Probably they will give you pen and paper, but please do carry so that you can do your calculations. 16 questions for quantitative, 16 questions for logical reasoning. That is 32. time allocated is 50 minutes, 50. Once that 50-minute time is up, you will automatically switch over to the next segment where you need to write an essay in 30 minutes. Minimum number of words required is 300 words. And how will they gauge you on essay? The primary focus will be on punctuation, capitalization and structure. Alright, and here are the sample essays. Sample essays, we have English language proficiency is important for getting a job, agree or disagree, that's one topic. Then you have advantages and disadvantages of Facebook and WhatsApp, online shopping versus offline shopping, should smoking be banned in public areas, importance of technology used in educational institution. Then we have 4 more sample topics which I have put together. Effects of social media on political issues. Is vegetarianism a better alternative for healthy living? Transformation of higher education into e-education. Should the age of selling alcohol be 21 years? Okay, we have a caller. We have a caller. Good evening. Good evening, can you hear me?
Hello sir, good evening. My name is Deepika.
Yes, Deepika, what is your question?
I have one question, sir. When
Yes.
I facing an interview, I was shivered, sir. How can I reduce that shivering?
When I'm facing a question, I was shivered and I start shivering.
I
You get shivering when you face interviews?
yes, sir.
Okay. Why does that happen? Is it because the room is very cold, because the AC is very high? Because we usually shiver because we feel cold, right?
Yes, sir.
But you shiver because of nervousness, right?
Yes, sir. Nervous.
Yeah. So to control your nervousness, the best way to control your nervousness is to practice. The more you practice, you will get used to it. Number 2, before you enter the interviewer's room, please believe in yourself and try to tell yourself that this is going to be your best performance ever. If you think they will ask a question you may not know the answer, if you think that they will ask very tough questions, obviously you will feel nervous and you will start shivering. Your shivering will be evident from your hands. Are you seeing me on the screen or you're just talking to me? Are you still there?
Still, sir. Yes, sir.
Are you seeing me on the screen while you're talking or you have come out of the room?
In room, sir.
So you can see me, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I can see. I
Yeah, the shivering will be evident when your hands are on the table. For example, I'm shivering right now, my hands are shivering, it's visible. It's visible because my hands are stable. I'm just keeping my hands like this and I'm not moving it. So the right way of covering up your shivering or nervousness is to use your hand while you're speaking. If you keep your hand on the table and if you're not moving, if you're rigid like this, obviously you will be more nervous. So try to be natural, try to be confident, and before you enter the room, always feel that you are the best and this is going to be the best interview of your life, no matter how many interviews you go for. And please do practice as many times as possible. All right? You have any more questions?
no, sir. But I want to interact with you, sir.
Sure, go ahead. Please tell me more about yourself.
My name is Deepika. I'm pursuing B.S.C. Computers in Tamil Nadu College. I secured 8.1 in degree second year. I secured 7.3 in degree first year. I secured 87% in plus 2. I secured 95% in 10th.
Okay, Deepika, hang on. Instead of starting every sentence as I secured, I secured, I secured, you need not repeat so many times. So say I secured 8.1% GPA in my second year, and 7.5 in my first year. Coming to my intermediate, I scored 85%, and in my 10th, I secured 95%. If you use every sentence with I secured, it will sound as if you are reading from a book. All right? So you don't have to repeat something which is already there.
Okay.
All right, can you continue?
Now coming to my family.
Yes.
Family. My father's name is Tirupati. My mother's name is A.P.S.D.C. My strength is confidence. My weakness is nervous. I feel nervous while we are facing interview. I feel nervous.
So what are you doing about the whole nervousness thing? What actions have you taken? How are you working on your nervousness?
While we are talking with interviewers, I feel nervous.
Can you speak a little louder, please? Deepika, can you speak a little louder? Are you there?
Yes, sir.
All right. Can you repeat what's your weakness and what are you doing to control it?
My weakness is I feel nervous. While we are facing interview, I feel nervous.
Okay. So what are you doing about it?
I don't know, sir. Tell me some tips.
Yesterday, were you there in the session?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You were there, right? Day before also you were there?
Yes, sir.
So I gave an example. Do you remember?
No, sir.
Why don't you remember?
I don't remember.
I'm sorry?
Yes, sir. No.
Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you paying attention to what I'm training you on?
Yes, sir.
So did you make a note of it or do you remember?
Yes, sir. Remember it.
Okay.
Sir, I feel very nervous. Yes, sir. I feel very nervous.
Okay. So what are you doing about the nervousness?
Talking. While we are talking.
So you need to say, I'm working on it, I'm practicing more. Since this is my first opportunity for an interview, so I feel little nervous.
Yes.
The more I practice, I will be able to improve on it.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Can you repeat what I said?
Practice.
No, how will you tell the interviewer?
Nervousness.
So the interviewer asks, what is your weakness? What will you say?
My weakness is talking, and any talking with other persons, I feel nervous. I feel nervous, face fear.
All right.
That's enough. It's enough to say.
Sorry, it's not enough. I need to hear more. I just told you how to answer. Now I want you to answer, so please do answer.
Yeah.
So your weakness is you feel scared, you feel nervous. So what are you doing about it?
I practice. I keep practice, sir.
Okay, can you tell me more about yourself? Your hobbies, your interests?
My hobbies playing shuttle, sir.
Deepika, were you there in yesterday's session? Were you there in yesterday's session?
No, sir. Nothing. Yes, sir.
Deepika, were you there in yesterday's session? Are you there?
No, sir. No, sir. I don't know.
Just now you said you were there yesterday. Now you are saying you were not there.
Not there.
So were you there or not?
No, sir. No, sir.
But 2 minutes ago you said you were there.
No, sir.
So don't use the word shuttle. Shuttle is just one part of the game. That white thing is called a shuttle. So you play shuttle without using the racket?
Yes. Okay, sir.
Yes?
Okay.
Ma'am, are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
So how do you play shuttle without using the racket?
Online class, sir. No, sir.
I'm not understanding what you're saying. You're saying okay, okay for everything. Ma'am, what are your hobbies?
Sir, నాకు ఏది అర్థం అవ్వట్లేదు.
Ma'am, what are your hobbies? Wow, she disconnected. Now, this is something which annoys me. Yesterday, I categorically said, please don't say my hobbies is playing shuttle. It's not shuttle, it's badminton. And every day I'm saying, don't say Parshu. There is nothing called Parshu. As if you're saying there is a person by name Parshuram. I am Parshuram BSc, I am Parshuram BCom. It's not pursue, it's pursue. Every day I'm repeating the same thing and still I get the same mistake. So how will I know you are improving? You are not improving because you are not practicing. I don't know how many of you have practiced writing an essay. Alright? So if you don't practice, if you don't pay attention, obviously you will not learn. If I have covered something already, I expect you to know about it. I expect you to practice. I expect you to implement and apply. If you're not doing it now in the practice session, how will you do that in the final interview? So that's a tricky area. Do we have more caller? Yes, we have one caller. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, sir.
My name is Najib. I am from Nalanda Degree College.
All right.
I have a small doubt. Like I am doing the exam.
How small is the doubt, sir? Do you have a size?
No, sir.
So say I have a question.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes.
While I am entering to the exam room, can I ask may I come in or not?
Can you repeat that? I couldn't hear you properly.
I am going to the exam room. Can I ask may I come in or not, sir?
Sir, your voice is not clear. Can you speak a little louder and clearer?
Sir, I am going to the exam room.
Okay.
Can I ask may I come in or not?
Obviously, you should take permission before entering the room.
Sir,
You should open the door a little bit, knock on the door, open a bit, and say, may I come in, please? Or may I please come in? Obviously, you will take permission before you enter the room. Even when you want to sit, if they are not asking you to sit, you can ask, may I take my seat or may I sit?
sir.
All right?
When I sir,
You have any more questions?
shaking,
I'm sorry.
shaking,
I'm not understanding. Say what?
I said myself, sir. Actually, I am on
Sir, your voice is breaking and your voice is not clear at all. Can you speak a little louder, please? Okay, we have another caller.
Sir, let me please.
Good
Sir,
evening.
good evening, sir.
Yes.
Sir, we are talking from A.P.S.D.C Degree College, sir.
Yes, sir. Which place you're calling from?
I am talking from A.P.S.D.C Degree College, sir.
That is the college. I asked which place.
Which Narsipatnam, sir. Visakhapatnam district.
All right.
Visakhapatnam district, sir.
All right. Yes, what is your question, sir?
Means, I went to interview, sir. I have a doubt, sir, in the interview.
Yes, please ask.
If a topic is given to me, the topic is beyond my knowledge. What I have to do in that situation, sir?
A topic is given where? Sir, what is the question again?
Sir,
Hello?
sir,
Can you repeat your question, please?
if a topic is given to me, sir,
The topic is given where? Is it for presentation, group discussion, debate,
And also
telephonic
in the interview,
interview,
sir.
personal interview, technical interview, written assessment? Where? The topic is given where?
in the interview, sir.
In interview, they will not give you a topic. They will ask you questions. What kind
Yes,
of
sir.
topic you are asking about? Is it for jam session topic?
Means in a group discussion when we are talking and I don't know about the situation, sir, then what I have to do in the present situation?
Sir, you are asking about group discussion, jam session or interview?
It, it is in a group discussion only, sir.
Group discussion. Okay, thank you. Because you started your question saying that if they ask me a topic in interview they will not ask a topic. They will ask questions.
Yes, sir.
In group discussion, if they ask a topic and you don't know about it, what should you do? That is your question?
Yes, sir. That is only my question, sir.
That is your question, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. In a group discussion, if you do not understand the topic, if you don't know about it,
Yes, sir.
don't start the topic. Let
Okay.
somebody else start the topic. Let
yes.
2 or 3 more people speak. While they are speaking, you will understand the topic and you will understand what you should speak.
Okay.
While the first person, second person and third person speaking, write
sir.
down certain notes
Yes, sir.
and based on what you have understood, then start talking.
Okay, sir.
All right?
Sir, can I interact with you, sir?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead. Tell me more about yourself, please.
Yes, sir. My name is Rajkumar. I am from Don Bosco Degree College, sir, Nachipatnam.
All right?
I am pursuing a degree final year B.S.C. Computer.
Mm-hmm.
I got 75% in second year, sir,
All right?
and 70% in degree first year,
Mm-hmm.
and I got 79% in inter, sir.
It's not percentage, it's percent.
Percent, sir. Okay, sir. And in SSC, I secured 80%, sir.
All right?
Okay, sir. Can I interact with you, sir?
Yes, go ahead. I asked, tell me more about yourself. So speak as much as possible.
I have spoke to you in the earlier, sir.
I'm sorry.
Earlier, I have spoke to you in the earlier in the TCS, sir. You told us English at that time.
I'm not understanding, sir. Can you repeat that?
Means when you taught us English in the TCS, sir.
Okay, all right, all right.
And I asked you a question that, sir, what is the difference between the trip and the journey?
What is the why do you speak so fast? Speak a little slow. What is
okay.
the difference between
What is the difference between trip and the journey, sir?
a trip and a journey?
Yes, sir.
You want me to give you the answer now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I will give you the answer, but once we are done with the self-introduction. So tell me more about yourself.
Means I am coming from Nachipatnam, sir, and my father is a farmer, sir, and my mother is a housewife, sir.
All right?
And sir, I am very feeling nervous, sir, to speak about you.
No, you don't have to speak about me. Speak about yourself. You know everything about yourself, right?
Yes, sir.
Then why are you nervous?
Yes, sir.
All right,
No,
continue.
present I am pursuing degree final year B.S.C. Computer in Don Bosco Degree College, sir.
That you already told me, sir. Don't repeat your education. You already told me. Continue after that.
So about me, I'm not understanding what your question, sir, expressly.
In an interview, they will say, tell me more about yourself. So you will speak about your education background, right?
Yes, sir.
That you already done. I heard you. Now
Yes, sir.
continue from there. What else will you speak about in self-introduction?
Sir, I'm coming from Visakhapatnam, and my family background is my father is a farmer and my mother is a housewife.
Mm-hmm.
And I will tell you about the education qualifications only, sir.
I'm sorry.
And I don't know how to speak, sir, how to say, sir, I didn't attend for any interview also.
Have you been attending my session in last 1 week or 2 weeks?
No, sir, this is the second
Okay,
day, sir,
I have already covered about interviews in last 1 week's time. So go to YouTube,
Yes, sir.
search as Mana TV AP unit.
Yes, sir.
You will see a lot of recordings on interview essentials.
Yes. Sir,
Please
if
go
we
through that
could,
because I cannot repeat for one person. So please go through the recording.
okay, sir.
Yes, you were
Sir,
asking me something.
sir,
All right, we have another call. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, ma'am. How are you?
I am fine, sir. What about you, sir?
I am doing good, ma'am. Please ask your question.
Sir, I call, I interact with you, sir.
Great,
I want to
ma'am.
interact with you, sir.
Sure. What's your name?
My name is Divya, sir.
All right. Can you tell me more about yourself?
Okay, sir. Thank you for this opportunity, sir, for me.
Sure, no problem.
My name is Divya. I am studying B.S.C. final year in Tamil Nadu College.
Mm-hmm.
I secured 8.1% in my second year
All right.
and 8.7% in my first year.
All right.
I completed the intermediate in A.P.S.D.C college with 93%, and I completed 10th class in Veergattam with 9.3 GPA.
All right.
Coming to my family, my father's name is Ramesh and my mother's name is Roja. I have one sister. Her name is Vasvi, and my interest. I like seminars and give seminars and teachers
Great.
in my classroom. And my weakness is I don't have fear, but I don't have much vocabulary in English.
Okay.
So I feel nervous, sir.
Okay, great. Very good. Very good. I really like the way you spoke. Now you said
Thank
you
you.
like participating in seminars and conferences, right?
Sir, I much very like, sir.
So which is the last seminar that you attended?
My last seminar chemistry, sir.
Okay. What was the topic that you spoke about?
The topic, sir, I will attend it in my mother tongue, sir.
You will or you had attended?
Sorry, sir, I had attended in my mother tongue.
You had attended in mother tongue. It sounded like I attended in 2015. You say that I attended a seminar and I spoke in my vernacular language. How can you
Okay.
attend in a language? It does not make sense, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So can you please tell me a bit about chemistry in, I don't know what is chemistry. So can you explain to me?
Chemistry, sir, I have many information in Telugu, but I don't translate in English, sir.
I'm sorry, you're going to work for a company where the clients are located around the world.
Yes,
Very
sir.
sorry to say they don't speak Telugu.
Okay, sir, I will try my level best.
Yes.
Chemistry is one of the medical parts. Chemistry is one of the medical parts, and it will very use in medicine and the lab. It is very used for scientists.
It's useful, not very use. It's useful.
It useful.
Okay, I have a question for you, ma'am.
Okay, sir.
What is the biggest dream of your life?
My biggest dream in my life, I will try to groups, prepare to groups.
Group.
Yes, sir.
What is a group? Which group you're talking about?
Like civil.
Sorry?
Sir, please. I am sorry. I don't understand your question, sir.
What
Please
is
tell
the
me.
biggest dream of your life?
My biggest.
You understand dream, right?
Right. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so what is the biggest dream of your life?
My biggest dream of my life is, sir, I want to become a good position in society, sir.
Good position in
Society.
society.
Yes, sir.
What kind of position you want in the society?
In a job purpose, sir.
But job will be given in an organization, not in the society, right?
Yes, sir.
You will get a position in the society or position in a company.
Sorry, the position in the company.
Okay. So you want a big position in society or a company?
Yes, sir.
No, no, no. I asked a question. You need to answer. I said, do you need a big position in a company or a society? Yes, sir is not the answer, right?
Both are, sir.
Both.
Yes, sir.
What kind of position you want?
In good position.
So can you define what is good? For me, I am a mechanic in my locality. So for me, that is a good position.
Okay, sir.
So what do you mean by good position?
It's prestige to my parents, sir.
See, now you are changing your answer. In an interview, if you keep changing your answer, you will be considered as a person who is not consistent. When I asked what is your biggest dream, you said group 2. I did not understand. Then a technician told me group 2 basically means a government job, right?
Yes, sir.
Again, when I asked what is your dream, you said you want a big position in a company, sorry, in a society. When I did not understand, then you changed it to a company, which means you keep on changing your answer.
Sir, group job is good position in society, sir.
What is a group job? Can you explain what is a group job? Is it a government job,
Like-
private job? What kind of job it is?
Sir, government job, sir.
Say government job. What is a group?
Well, sir, I don't explain that in English.
Ma'am, that is common sense, right? A group 2 or group 1 is a kind of a cadre. It's a kind of a grade. It's not an industry, right?
Yes, sir.
Then you need to say government job. You will have an interviewer who will come from Delhi. How will he understand what is a group 2? Will he understand?
No, sir.
But will he understand a government job?
Yes, sir.
Then you need to say something which people can understand, right? He is not from your village, he is not from your town, he is not from your state. He may be anybody.
Okay.
So first you said you want a government job. Then I said in an organization, you said yes. Then I asked, is it a society? You said yes. Then you are saying helping my family, making my family proud. You are giving different varieties of answer. You are changing your answer. So in an interview, if you keep changing your answer, it will be considered very bad, ma'am. You need to be consistent with what you are saying.
Okay, sir.
Just because the interviewer is not understanding, you cannot change the answer itself. You need to change the way you answer.
Okay, sir.
All right? You have any more questions?
No, sir. Thank you, sir. for
Thank
this
you. Thank you so much. All right. Do we have any more caller? Doesn't look like. All right. Tomorrow when we meet, please come prepared with your set of questions on essay writing. Tomorrow, first 20 minutes will open up the lines. I am informing you right now. First 20 minutes will open up the lines. Ask all the questions you have regarding essay writing. I will start answering and then we'll take it forward. All right? We'll see you tomorrow. Please go home and prepare and practice for essays. Very, very important. All right? I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much.